them want to know more about what's on your mind, and perhaps reveal a bit of themselves in the process. Imagine sending a message like I just realized. There's a question I've always wanted to ask you, but I'm not sure how you'd respond. This isn't just a question, it's a hint of a mystery. It suggests that there's something important or intriguing you're holding back, and they're the only person you'd want to share it with. It leaves them wondering, what could they want to ask? Why hesitate? They'll likely respond with something like, "What's the question?" Or, "Now you have to tell me." By not revealing it immediately, you build suspense and set up a back and forth where they're the one asking for more. You could respond with something mysterious, like, "I'm not sure you're ready for it yet, but maybe someday." Now you've sparked their curiosity, creating a mini mystery that makes them feel special and yet leaves them wanting more. Or how about a playful twist with, "What do you think I'd say if I told you I knew a secret about you?" This question is loaded with intrigue, making them wonder what you might know and how they'll likely respond with something like, "What secret?" or "How do you know something about me?" You could keep them guessing by replying, "Oh, it's something I've picked up on, but maybe I'll keep it to myself for now," by hinting that you've observed something unique about them. You're positioning yourself as someone who sees them in a way others don't. This builds a connection based on curiosity and mystery and leaves them wanting to know what exactly it is that you know. If you want to add a bit more suspense, try something like, "Do you think you know what's really going through my mind right now?" This question is both playful and challenging. It implies there's something deeper or more interesting than what's on the surface, and it invites them to guess or lean in to understand you better. Their response will likely be a mix of curiosity and intrigue, and if they ask what's on your mind, you can reply with something teasing, like, "Oh, I think you'd be surprised." This keeps them wondering about what you might be thinking, and it draws them further into the conversation, wanting to solve the mystery of what's on your mind. For an added touch of intrigue, you could try a question, like, "If I had to describe you in 3 words, what do you think they'd be?" This one gives them an opportunity to think about how you see them, and it invites a little self-reflection. If they respond with a guess, it opens up a conversation where you can either confirm or playfully deny their answer, saying something like, "Close, but not quite. You're more complex than just 3 words." This not only keeps them guessing, but it also subtly communicates that you see them as layered, interesting, and someone who deserves a deeper look. These kinds of unanswered questions work because they're open-ended. They invite curiosity without giving away too much, and they make the other person want to know you better. Bit by bit, they're left wondering, thinking, and guessing about your thoughts, your insights, and your perspective. By creating these small gaps in conversation, you give them a reason to fill in the blanks with their own curiosity, which keeps the connection alive and engaging. And remember, folks, these aren't just questions. They aren't just questions. They're experiences. They create moments that linger, that make them replay the conversation and wonder about you long after you stop texting. Each unanswered question becomes a little thread, something they feel compelled to pull on, hoping to uncover a bit more. Here's a fun task for you. Drop a comment below with the phrase, "Just loved these unanswered questions," if you're ready to add these mysterious questions to your messaging game. It'll let me know you're following along and enjoying this lesson. And hey, stay with me, because right now, you might be feeling motivated and inspired. But believe me, the real gem of this video hasn't been revealed yet. Be patient and stick with me. I promise you'll regret it if you miss what's coming up. Number 4, the anticipation teaser. Imagine this. You're about to unwrap a gift, and just before you can, someone tells you, wait, let's save this for later. Frustrating. Yes. Intriguing, absolutely. This is the magic of the anticipation teaser. It's a powerful tool to create excitement and curiosity, leaving them wanting more when you send. Messages that hint at something, but hold back the full. Reveal you're building tension, the kind that keeps them looking forward to your next message. The trick with an anticipation teaser is to create a moment that feels almost within reach, but not quite think about it. Like this, it's leaving them on the edge, letting them know that something interesting or exciting is waiting, but they'll have to stick around to find out what it is. Try something like, you'll never guess what I'm planning, but I can't reveal it just yet. With this, you're sparking curiosity by suggesting there's a plan or surprise that involves them, but you're holding back the details. They might ask, what is it? Or can you give me a hint? This is where you keep it playful, responding with something like, not yet, but it's worth the wait. I promise, now. They're left thinking about it, wondering what you have up your sleeve, and their anticipation grows each time they think about it. Another approach could be to drop a small hint that implies something exciting is on the way. Say something is on the way, say something. Like, remind me to tell you about the idea I had. It might just be the most interesting thing we've done. Yet this works wonders, because you're hinting at an experience or plan that could be shared between you, but without giving specifics. They might respond with, what's the idea? Or tell me now. But you keep them hanging just a bit longer, saying, I'll tell you when the time is right. Trust me, you'll love it. By building anticipation this way, you're making them look forward to the reveal, creating a moment they won't easily forget. Or if you want to make it even more engaging, try something like, I came across something today that made me think of an idea for us, but I want to keep it as a surprise. This approach is ideal for those who are building new connections or trying to create a spark, as it suggests that you're already envisioning shared experiences. They're bound to wonder, what's the idea? Why is it a surprise? By leaving these questions unanswered, you're letting their imagination run wild, thinking about the possibilities. Here's one that adds a bit of mystery. I've got a challenge in mind for us, but I'll only tell you if you're ready. This message does two things. It piques their curiosity and it invites them to play along, setting up a playful vibe if they respond with them. Ready. What is it? You could tease them a bit, replying with, I'll reveal it soon, only if you think you're up for it now. They're left wondering about what the challenge could be, and it builds anticipation for something fun and engaging. The beauty of the anticipation teaser is that it turns all ordinary conversation into something they look forward to. It's like reading a novel with just enough foreshadowing to keep turning the pages. Imagine you're on a cliffhanger at the end of a great chapter, and instead of flipping to the next page, you have to wait. That's the feeling you're aiming to create at. Sense of suspense that leaves them eager for more. If you want to add a touch of flirtation, try, there's something I've been meaning to say to you, but I'm saving it for just the right moment. This message is suggestive, without being too direct, giving them a hint that something exciting is coming their way. They're likely to reply with, what is it? Or when's the right moment? You can respond with patience. It'll be worth it now. They're left with a spark of excitement, looking forward to that reveal. Here's another teaser with a more subtle, thoughtful twist. Today made me realize something about us, but it's hard to put into words. Maybe I'll find the right time. This line carries a sense of depth, hinting at an insight or feeling you've had that they might be intrigued to know. They'll wonder what the realization could be, and likely ask, What did you realize? This is where you keep them guessing with something like it's one of those things that's better felt than explained. Maybe you'll understand one day by leaving it at that. You've created a moment that sticks in their mind, something they'll reflect on, hoping for the day they'll hear the full explanation. Here's a task for you. Drop a comment below with the phrase, "I'm all about the anticipation," if you're ready to create suspense and excitement with your messages. It'll let me know you're following along and enjoying this lesson. The anticipation teaser is all about holding just enough back to keep them coming back for more. By making them look forward to your next move, you're creating moments they'll think about and replay, keeping your connection alive and dynamic. So now, let's move to next technique, because we're not over yet. There's still more to uncover, more tools that will take your messaging game to the next level. Stick with me. Each of these techniques is designed to build on the last, making you impossible to ignore. Number 5, the can't miss opportunity. Imagine this. You're walking past a store window and see a sign that reads "One day, only don't miss out suddenly." Whatever's inside becomes irresistible. That sense of urgency, of exclusivity, pulls you in, making you feel like this is an opportunity you simply can't let slip by. That's the energy behind the can't miss opportunity. This technique creates a sense of fleeting value, making someone feel that whatever you're offering or inviting them to be a part of is unique and, more importantly, won't be there forever. The can't miss opportunity taps into human psychology, particularly the idea that people want what feels rare or limited. When you craft messages that convey this sense of urgency and exclusivity, you make the other person feel as though they're being let in on something special, something that not everyone gets to experience. One way to create this sense of urgency is with a message like, "I have a crazy idea, but it's one of those now or never things." This message implies that whatever you have in mind is unique, exciting, and requires immediate attention. They'll likely respond with, "What is it?" or "Tell me more." If they do, you can keep the suspense going by saying you've got to be up for an adventure. Though interested, by adding this layer, you're not only building anticipation, but you're also subtly suggesting that this is an exclusive opportunity, that only someone adventurous would appreciate. Another approach is to create a sense of exclusivity around an experience. Try saying something like, "There's something I'd love to do with you, but it's not something I just do with anyone." This tells them that the opportunity isn't just about what you're doing, but who you're doing it with. It makes them feel chosen, special, and creates a sense that this is an experience specifically crafted for the two of you. They'll feel that if they miss out on this chance, they're missing something rare. When they ask what it is, you can playfully respond with, "I'll reveal it when the time's right, but it won't be available forever." Now they're hooked, feeling both the anticipation and the need to take action soon. Or how about hinting at something with a time limit you could try? "I found out about this place event that's only around for a short while." Interested by suggesting a limited window of time. You're adding pressure in a way that's both fun and enticing. They're now picturing an experience that they can only have if they act quickly, which makes them want to be a part of it if they respond positively. You can reply with, "Great, let's lock it in soon." It's one of those blink and you'll miss it kinds of things. This type of message turns a simple invitation into a rare opportunity, something they'll feel excited to grab on to. Another variation that works well is to hint at a unique experience that's happening soon. Send something like, "I heard about something happening this weekend." That sounds incredible, but it's not something you can find just anywhere. This lets them know there's something extraordinary coming up, but it's also a chance that won't be around forever. You're inviting them to be part of it before it disappears, building excitement and a sense of urgency when they ask for more details. You can respond with, It's the kind of thing that only works if you're up for spontaneity. So are you in, or to make things even more exclusive? Try this. I have an idea that's definitely not for everyone, but I thought of you. First this message lets them know that the opportunity isn't just unique, but specifically tailored for them. You're suggesting that this isn't something you'd offer just anyone, and that it has a special quality that makes them the ideal choice. It's a great way to make them feel valued and excited to say yes when they reply. You can say, "I'll fill you in when I see you. But trust me, it's worth it." This kind of message makes them feel like they're on the brink of something exclusive, something rare that they don't want to miss. Here's a quick task for you. Drop a comment below with the phrase "can't miss this" if you're ready to add this approach to your messaging toolkit. It'll show me that you're following along and getting ready to make every message feel like an opportunity they won't want to pass up. Remember, folks, the can't miss opportunity isn't just about the experience itself. It's about creating a sense of urgency, exclusivity, and excitement. This technique leaves them with the feeling that they're getting something unique, and that if they hesitate, they might miss out entirely. Stay tuned for what's next. And if you haven't already hit that like button to keep this energy going, there's even more to uncover. So let's keep this momentum going. Number 6. The Stoic Appreciation Message. Imagine receiving a message that makes you pause, a message that, instead of rushing for attention or forcing excitement, conveys a calm, steady, and deep appreciation. This is the essence of the Stoic Appreciation Message. It's not about grand declarations or flattery. It's about noticing the quiet, powerful aspects of someone that others might overlook in a world where so much communication is loud, flashy. This approach stands out for its calm, steady recognition of the qualities that make someone truly unique. Stoic appreciation draws from the philosophy of valuing what is real, meaningful, and enduring. You're not just expressing admiration, you're acknowledging something about them that resonates on a deeper level, something that reflects a genuine respect for who they are. This type of message feels grounded, insightful, and special because it shows them you're seeing beyond the surface. Let's explore how to craft a message that embodies this quiet power and creates a lasting impact. Imagine you send something like you have this calm way of dealing with things that not many people notice, but it's one of the things I respect most about you right away. You're acknowledging a strength that's understated but profound. This isn't about their appearance or a fleeting trait. It's about a quality that likely goes unappreciated by others. You're highlighting something they may not even realize about themselves, but when they read it, they feel truly seen. It's a message that says, "I value the deeper parts of you." And in a world where people crave real connection, this kind of appreciation resonates deeply. Another approach is to acknowledge how they handle challenges. You might say, "I've noticed how you don't let stress get the better of you, even when things get tough." It's a strength not many people have, and I admire that about you. By focusing on how they respond to difficulty, you're showing them that you're paying attention to their resilience. They're calm under pressure. They may not get this kind of appreciation often. So a message like this feels like a rare acknowledgement. It's not flattery. It's respect they're left feeling, seen for who they are. And that respect fosters a connection rooted in authenticity. Stoic appreciation also values thoughtfulness, recognizing the subtler qualities that often go unnoticed. Try a message like, "You have a way of thinking things through." That's rare. It's clear. You don't just jump into things without considering every angle. And that's something I really respect. This message focuses on their thoughtfulness, showing that you see value in their approach to life again. It's not about praising something superficial. It's about acknowledging their character, their integrity. This kind of Appreciation creates a bond that's calm and sincere. They'll feel seen in a way that doesn't demand anything from them, but simply acknowledges and respects their values. The beauty of the Stoic appreciation message is that it doesn't ask for validation. Instead, it's simply an acknowledgement of what you genuinely respect. For instance, you might say, "I appreciate how you stick to your values," even when it's not the easiest thing to do. It's rare to find people who are that grounded. This shows that you're seeing beyond the surface, recognizing something timeless about them. By focusing on values, you're building a connection that doesn't depend on fleeting moments or external validation. They'll feel grounded in your appreciation, knowing that it comes from a place of genuine respect. Stoic appreciation also lets you connect with them on shared values. You could say something like, "One of the things I value most in life is integrity, and I see that same value in you." It's not something everyone has, but you do this. Message not only expresses admiration, but creates a bridge between your shared principles by identifying in a value you both hold. You're building a connection that's meaningful and enduring. You're essentially saying, "I respect you," because we stand on common ground. And this kind of appreciation strengthens your bond without needing anything flashy or overstated. Another powerful approach is to reflect on the subtler ways they support others. Try sending. You're the kind of person who offers support quietly, without needing any recognition. That's rare, and it's something I admire. This kind of message recognizes a selfless quality, showing that you notice and value their quiet strength. People who offer support without seeking attention often go unappreciated, so by acknowledging this, you're making them feel seen in a way that feels significant. It's an appreciation that honors their presence without demanding anything from them, reinforcing a bond based on shared respect. You might also send a message that highlights how they bring calm to others. I've noticed that people around you seem more at ease. There's something grounding about your presence that I truly appreciate. This recognizes a quality that's hard to quantify, but deeply impactful. By accompanying this, you're pointing out a strength that they may not hear about, often making them feel valued for a quality that's both rare and powerful. The Stoic appreciation message works because it's not about getting a reaction or impressing them. It's about quietly showing them that you see who they truly are beyond the surface. This approach builds a deep sense of connection and trust because they feel respected, valued, and understood. They'll remember these messages because they're not based on transient traits, but on qualities that reflect their core. If you're ready to try this approach, leave a comment below with "I love quiet appreciation" to let me know you're following along and ready to connect. On a deeper level, this isn't just about appreciation. It's about building a connection that feels authentic and timeless. Number 7, the open loop message. Imagine receiving a message that hints at something intriguing, but doesn't quite give away the whole story. This is the magic of the open loop message. It's about creating a small mystery or story fragment that leaves the other person curious, eager to know more. An open loop keeps them mentally engaged, making them want to continue the conversation to find out the missing piece. This approach subtly invites them to stay connected, creating a lingering sense of curiosity. Here's one way to create an open loop. Send a message like, "I have a feeling you're going to surprise me with something soon." This makes them wonder, what could I do that would surprise them? They might respond, "What do you mean?" Or, "Why do you think that you could keep them guessing with just a feeling I have?" I'll let you figure it out now. They're thinking about how they might surprise you and feel intrigued by the idea that you see something unique in them. Another fresh approach is to hint at something you overheard or found out about them. Try saying, "It's funny, but I overheard something interesting about." You can't say, "I was expecting that." This sparks instant curiosity as they'll want to know what you heard. When they ask, you can playfully respond with, "I'm still trying to confirm if it's true. Maybe I'll tell you soon." This keeps them invested, wondering what it could be, and they'll likely come back to find out more or take an imaginative approach by suggesting a skill or quality you see in them. You could say, "I feel like you have a hidden talent," that most people wouldn't guess this. Invites them to think about what you might be referring to, or even guess what you're hinting at. When they ask, you can respond with, "I'll figure it out eventually, but I'm betting it's something unique now." They're left curious about what quality you've noticed, creating an air of mystery around their personality for a playful touch. You could send an imaginary scenario. Try something like, "If we were both stranded on an island, I bet you'd come up with the wildest survival ideas." This approach brings humor and a light-hearted challenge, as they'll wonder what makes you think that when they ask why you could respond with just a hunch. But we'll have to see someday this creates a fun dynamic, giving them a playful scenario to imagine. Another unique way to keep an open loop is by suggesting a specific location that makes you think of them. For example, "There's this one place I can totally picture you in. And it's so your style, but I'll keep you guessing." For now, they'll naturally want to know where and why you see them there. When they ask, you could say it has a bit of mystery and character. "Maybe I'll show you someday." This creates a connection between them and place in your mind, making them feel unique. The open loop message is all about planting a seed of curiosity without giving everything away. It's a way to create meaningful conversations that leave them wanting more, building anticipation and intrigue that keep your interactions fresh, and memorable. This was it, folks. If these messages resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and share this video with anyone who wants to level up their connection game. Each of these techniques, from sparking curiosity to creating open loops, gives you a powerful psychology-backed way to be unforgettable. Remember, these messages aren't just about getting attention. They're about building genuine intrigue and connection that stand out. So start experimenting. Watch how people respond and see the difference it makes with these tools. You'll never be ignored again. Each message will leave a lasting impression. Have you ever thought about making someone feel your presence, even when you're away? Making them understand how important you are to them, so that life feels a little boring and less exciting without you. Like they're missing something important, a special feeling only you can create. Maybe you've already tried to close that distance, tried to bring back that feeling by sending messages you thought they'd notice. But each time, every try, it feels like talking into empty space. Nobody hears you. Nobody sees you. What if today was the last day you felt unseen and forgotten? Imagine writing messages so interesting, so attractive that they can't be ignored. Messages that not only grab attention, but keep it, making them see you differently. Making your absence a real emptiness they want to fill. This isn't about tricking anyone. It's about understanding the deep needs and wants that drive us all. About talking directly to the core of how people think. And if you're thinking you can't reach them, don't give up. I'll show you how to use the strength of psychology-based communication to change your conversations. This isn't just another communication plan. It's a fresh way to think about connecting with people. A way to make sure you're never pushed to the sidelines again. Before we start, here's a fun thing to do. Leave a comment below, saying you will crave my message. It might seem silly, and maybe you're even chuckling now. But believe me, by the end of this lesson, we'll make it true. Because after you learn these methods, they'll be eagerly waiting for every word you send, wondering how they never noticed you before. So, type it in, and let's set the stage for what's next. Ready to explore the art of captivating communication? This film shows you how to make interesting messages that people will remember. We'll look at the basics of how people talk to each other and the thinking behind it. When we're finished, you'll understand these ideas and use them well. Just start and believe in yourself and what you're worth. Let's go. First, we'll talk about making people curious. Think about making someone think about you all the time. Think about using special words to put a big idea in their mind that they won't forget. Think about making a strong memory, so they always remember what you said, even when you're not there, and think about what it means. Being curious is a basic human need. It's the strong feeling that makes us go back to things we did, think hard about talks we had, and worry too much about little things we did. Think about using that power. Instead of you nervously waiting for their reply, they will be the ones waiting, guessing, and interested in what you said. A good way to do this is to send a message that makes them want to hear more. I'm feeling a certain way, like I just witnessed something that reminded me of you, but it's difficult to put into words. This message is full of mystery. It doesn't say what I saw or why it made me think of you. It's open and puzzling, leaving you wondering. If you're inquisitive, you'll probably ask what it was or why I thought of you. I can keep you guessing by saying something like, "It's tough to explain. Maybe someday I'll tell you." This builds excitement and makes you feel like you're about to discover something special. This method works even if we're not close right now. If you've distanced yourself, this message gently connects with you. It suggests you're still on my mind without being too obvious or pushy. You might not respond immediately, but believe me, this type of message sticks with you. You'll likely find yourself thinking about it for hours, rereading it, and imagining what I might have seen that reminded me of you. Here's another way to pique your interest. I just understood something about you today. This one's a little different, but just as strong because it implies I've gained some understanding of you that you don't even know about. You'll be eager to know what I realized, so you'll probably ask, "What did you realize?" Or tell me. This gives me a chance to share something thoughtful and insightful, something that shows I've been noticing you. It could be as simple as, "I just realized how good you are at finding the positive in things. I've discovered I truly admire how you manage difficult situations. These small insights demonstrate that you're observant of things others miss, and everyone desires to feel noticed and understood." You're not simply saying I thought of you, but rather I understand you in a way most people don't. This is particularly effective if you're trying to connect with someone who's been withdrawn, as it offers warmth and gratitude without getting too serious. Another effective method is alluding to a shared memory. Try sending a message like, "Today made me think of that funny thing we did," and leave it at that. This evokes nostalgia, prompting them to recall shared experiences while creating a playful and light atmosphere. They'll probably reply asking which moment you mean. You've now piqued their interest and made them think about good times you've shared. This is particularly strong when reconnecting with an ex or someone distant because it reminds them of the comfort and closeness of shared memories. With someone new, it can create an immediate connection, as if you're already building a history. These little sparks of curiosity aren't about manipulation. They're about creating a genuine connection through intrigue, even if you haven't spoken in a while. These messages can reopen communication, making them think about the person who sees them so uniquely. Here's another approach with a twist. "I just learned something that made me think of you." This combines curiosity with a sense of personal understanding. They'll be curious about what you learned and what you thought about them. When they ask, you can say something like, "It's hard to explain. Maybe I'll tell you when I see you. This opens the door not just to a conversation, but a potential meeting. It's ideal for someone you want to get closer to, leaving them curious about what's next. Now, try it out yourself and share your example in the comments below. I keep thinking about whether you're prepared to include these little bits of intrigue in your texts. This shows me you're liking the lesson and keeping up with me. These little bits of intrigue might appear easy, but trust me, used correctly, they can make a big difference and stick with you. We're just getting started. This is just one method, and there's much more to learn about building connections. Oh, and if you haven't yet, please like this video. It helps other people who might want to improve their relationships find it. Now,